Hey, what's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. It's Friday, but it's still your weekend events update. I hope everybody enjoyed Independence Day. I hope you guys had a little bit of time off to party and celebrate being a free country, our independence from the overbearing English, world. To hell with them, right? All right, good. I'm a little worn out. I gotta be truthful on that one, man. It was a long day yesterday between pool parties and cookouts and all kinds of stuff, man. But here we are back at it. It's Friday, so we need to talk about some events. But before we get over there, let's talk about the front cover, because the new magazine came out as well. By the way, for all four of you guys that's watching live right now, how's the audio? We've been going back and forth between audio, checking with people and stuff like that. And the fix was to go back to doing it the way we were doing it before they fixed it the last time. So throw a comment in there. Let me know how the audio sounds. Hopefully we're clear and back at it. Great. Good deal. Good. All right. Like I said, they were like, last time it was broken, they said, do this. So this time that it was messed up, they said, hey, go back to doing it the other way. And that seemed to fix it up. Appreciate it. Cool. Good. All right. Let's talk about this month's magazine. We put it out last week, all week long, rushed to get it out before the holiday, before the Independence Day break. But here it is, the July issue, number 312 for 2024. Is featuring Indian Motorcycle Greensboro Triad, who's celebrating their 10th anniversary. They are the Triad's only Indian motorcycle dealership, and they've got it all, man. They are stacked full of beautiful, brand new 2024 Indian motorcycles. They've also got a great pre-owned section if you're looking to cut a little bit off the price tag there. But they're also brand new, priced low, man, great stuff. If you're already an Indian rider, Indian motorcycle rider, and you want to get some apparel, some parts, get some service, they can do it at Indian Motorcycle Greensboro Triad right here in High Point, North Carolina. Like I said, celebrating their 10th anniversary. It's a big deal for them. It's a big deal for us. Get out there, go to your favorite motorcycle shop in the Carolinas, and pick up your July issue of Full Throttle Magazine. If they don't got it, ask for it. They've probably got it behind the counter. If they don't got it behind the counter, what the hell are they doing wrong? They can get it with me, and I will get them some magazines. Make sure to get them taken care of. Speaking of anniversaries, let's get rid of this real quick. Speaking of anniversaries, my wife's on here. She'll like this part. We've been kicking it around, man. We always do an anniversary party in August. Last month, we put in an ad asking for suggestions, because you know how it is, man. After 26 years of planning events and doing stuff, sometimes you're like, hey, man, somebody else take the reins on this thing. Let me know what you want to do. See if there's any ideas. Let me tell you, we got a ton of ideas. I'm not so sure that any of them were good ideas. No offense, but if you're offended, it wasn't a good idea. That's just the way it kind of goes sometimes. Or maybe it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. But we're still kicking it around. I want to do a pool party, man. I'll tell you what, it's August. I'm tired of standing out in the parking lot for a party. I'm looking at doing a pool party, because it's our 26th anniversary in August. So we still got a little bit of time. Actually, we're behind on scheduling, but we can still pull it off. But let's talk about events. Let me switch screens over here, and we'll talk about a little bit of events. Now, if you picked up the magazine already, you are aware of the things that are going on this weekend, which isn't a lot, but there's still some cool stuff going on. This is a lull here. We've been going hard at it April, May, June. And it kind of plateaus out here for July and August. But that's okay, man, because there's still plenty of stuff to do and plenty of roads to ride. Honestly, when it's hot, it's hard to keep a crowd, because it's just a great day to ride. But let's get into it. Let's make this full screen over here and see if I can remember how to do that. Yes. All right. Check it out. Like I said, if you picked up the magazine, you've already got these events. If you get our event email, then you should have gotten that just a couple minutes ago. If you're not signed up for any of this stuff, all you got to do is go to our website, which is fullthrottlemagazine.com. Scroll down on the main page. It looks a lot like this. It's going to have this month's magazine on it. And you can sign up for text or email updates if you want them via text all you got to do is text FTM for Full Throttle Magazine to 41372, and you'll be automatically signed up for that stuff. If you want to get it by email, there's this handy dandy little form right here, and we'll email them out. Either way, I'm good with it. Don't miss out on any events. Let us send them to you every week, or you can listen to me talk about them right here. So back to this. Wait, that's the calendar. That's this. Let's go ahead and put this link in the comments as well for those of you who want to read along at home. We can do that too. Speaking of which, you can watch this on either Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. If you're not following us on these social media pages, get out there and do it. Let's see, Facebook and Instagram is Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. YouTube is Full Throttle Magazine. Get out there, like and subscribe. That way we can keep you informed of things in between magazine publications. So let's talk about this weekend's events that are brought to you by Carolina's Biker Lawyers, representing bikers since 1975. Right on, right on. We've got a list of weekly bike nights. Now, these are our advertisers. These are weekly, not monthly, and these are bike nights. Tuesday at Springer's in Greensboro. We got Wednesday at Pine Tree Tavern in Riding High, which is hosted by Max Speed Shop in Greensboro. Thursday is the Mountaineer Tavern in Kings Mountain. Also Lucky Saloon in Burlington. And then Sunday, Double D Burnout Saloon in Kernersville, North Carolina. And Station Inn Motorcycle Resort in Laurel Springs, North Carolina. Yeah, Station's Inn, which, by the way, they're hosting a Throttle Thursday. Sorry, I just saw this from my friend Steph, just popped in. Yes, Station Inn, as actually, you're correct in calling it Station Inn because it was supposed to be the inn for the station, but they call it Stations Inn nowadays. But they are doing bike nights on Sundays or bike days on Sundays. They're also hosting the Throttle Thursday for Crossroad Harley Davidson, and I want to say that's next Thursday, July 11th. So if you're looking to get up that way, there's two good chances. Otherwise, it's a beautiful mountain ride. Get up there and go see them. Station Inn in Laurel Springs, North Carolina. All right, let's talk about some events. Starting tonight, actually, that's this junk back here behind me. I've got some stuff that's still charging, still packing up for North Carolina, Central North Carolina, one of the biggest bike nights in Central North Carolina happening tonight. It's once a month. The first Friday of the month, Uptown Lexington Bike Night, hosted by Bull City Cider Works in Lexington, North Carolina. It's 5:30 to 9 p.m. And let me tell you what, folks, it packs out every single time. We have a burnout competition on the world famous Rebel Spirit Burnout Pit. The Rebel Spirit will be out there selling some merchandise as well as hosting that burnout contest. You can also win a awesome handmade trophy. And let me tell you guys, there's burnouts galore every single month. Something to pile in and see. Riding High Harley Davidson's always on site, and they pick out the best bike on the lot and hand that lucky fella or gal a $100 bill just for parking on the parking lot and being part of the show. You can ride in, you can win. It's not by classes. There's no registration. Just be there and you can win. Carolina Biker Lawyers will also be set up out there tonight, handing out swag and having a good time along with the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. Now it is July 5th. So I'm running the DJ booth tonight. Keep your requests to yourself because I don't want to hear them. But we'll be spinning some tunes up there. We'll be having a good time. They got food trucks. They got ciders. They got beer. There's other vendors. It's going to be a great time. If you see the lineup there, it's the first Friday of every month. So we've got July, August, September, and October coming up. But you're not going to want to miss out on this. Get out there and have a good time with us tonight in Lexington at Uptown Lexington Bike Night. And come by and see me. All right. Saturday, July 6th. Sad one to start it off. Our friend Big Mike passed away. They're going to be a memorial ride for him starting at Flying Iron Harley Davidson in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. The registration for that is going to be 10 a.m. with the kickstands up at 12:30 p.m., $20 per rider, $10 per passenger. It is cash only, but it does include food. And the proceeds will go to Big Mike's family. He had a motorcycle wreck and then a non-related health issue took him from us right afterwards. It was kind of sudden, so they're trying to raise a little money for the family. And as you can see on this, there is a way to donate if you're not going to make it to the event. You can follow the link that's in the comments for this. That'll be a little bigger, and maybe you can scan it there. But check that out. That's at Flying Iron this Saturday. Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson. Lots of anniversaries coming up here. They're doing their 10th anniversary as well. And this is going to be their 4th of July celebration on July 6th. They're keeping it going. In Fayetteville, man, they celebrate freedom all the time, including this Saturday at Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson. Got all kinds of stuff going on all the time. Got some deals going on this month. And as you can see in their ad, stuff going on every single weekend. So make sure you get down there to Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson. They usually got free food and free beer. I wouldn't be surprised if they got it this weekend as well. Yeah, look at that. You're late. You're late, Kathy. I'll forgive you because I love you. But I already went through this. The fix was to go back to the way I was doing it before they fixed it the last time. So we're not scratchy. Let me know if we get scratchy. If it's scratchy today, it's because I'm losing my voice. But yes. All right, Bulldog Harley-Davidson's continuing the Independence Day weekend as well with their barbecue blowout. It's going to be 12 to 4 p.m. at their dealership in Smithfield, North Carolina. Bulldog Harley-Davidson, 12 to 4 p.m. They're going to have live music. They're going to have free barbecue. They're going to have babes and bike washes and all kinds of stuff, man. And let me tell you what, the Bulldog babes really put it on when you're out there. They had a bike wash last weekend and the weekend before that. So they're really in the groove. Make sure you check them out there at Bulldog Harley-Davidson in Smithfield, North Carolina. Also, there's a 7th annual Independence Day Memorial Party at the Beaver Bar in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. It's going to start at 6 p.m. and it benefits Under the Wings of an Angel. It's $10 a single, $15 couple, food drawing, memorial coins, all kinds of cool stuff. And then, now this party, I changed the dates on it to make it look like it wasn't like an old event. But Wheels Through Time is celebrating their 22nd anniversary. It's a big deal. If you have not been to Dale's Wheels Through Time in Maggie Valley, I don't know what's holding you back, man. This is probably the greatest place on earth. And it's right in our backyard. Maggie Valley is a beautiful place to be anyway. But this museum is spectacular. It's the museum that runs because 99% of the bikes that are in there run. The bikes that will run are running. And there's some like 275 bikes in there that are running. They're old motorcycles. They're beautiful American motorcycles. They need to check out. So this this started on the 4th. It's running through the 8th. This is their 22nd anniversary. They've got new exhibits. The American Motordrome Wall of Death is there. They got free shows at the top of every hour. And on top of that, it's just Maggie Valley. You'll spend all day inside this museum and you won't see it all. It's freaking amazing. We make a trip at least once a year to get up there to see Matt and his crew and hang out for a little while. Tell me what, it's just something you've got to do. So there's some good ideas for things to do this weekend. Let me tell you, though, like always, man, there's lots of beautiful roads to ride in the Carolinas. These events, they're great. I think it's great to have somewhere to go. But, man, you shouldn't take the long way to get there. Get up in the morning, go for a ride. It's beautiful. We got plenty of country roads to get on. Make that a 100-mile ride that ends at one of these events and then spend some time there. Patronize these biker-friendly businesses because that's what keeps everything going. But you should do that and do some other stuff. Now, since I've got you, I need to go ahead and start the campaign. What campaign, you say? Mayhem in Midway number 4 is coming up. Now, this is a Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine event. It is presented by our friends at the Carolina Biker Lawyers. September 27th and 28th, it's a ride-in camp-out event in Lexington, North Carolina. This is one of my favorite parties of the year because what I wanted out of this whole thing is a real live motorcycle event. All right, Jerry, you're ahead of the damn game here. That's July 20th, which is next week's live reports, but since you had to get on there and do it, Jerry's my buddy. He's gonna cover this anyway. It's a great event. Dylan Ride is July 20th, Crossroads Harley Davidson. Jerry likes to get on here and correct me when I've said something wrong or post something up. Now, this will be in next weekend's event report. Look for it on the emails, the text messages. It's in the magazine. It's all over the place. But he's excited, and I'm all right with that because he should be excited. Back to Mayhem. Let's see. What? Wait, whoa. All right. Yes, absolutely. I thought this was for real for a second. I was like, dang it, what do you mean you're moving to Cali? You can always ride from your home and hit a couple other spots before you get to Mayhem to win the Hard Ass Trophy this year. Steph won it last year, rode a couple 100 miles to get to the event and won some money for it. But this is a old school ride-in event. It's $10 for the whole weekend, or you can just come on Saturday for the main stuff. But you can come Friday night. We're going to have a keg party. There's bonfire. There's music. There's vendors. It's a great time. And then Saturday, you can come in just for it, or you can just or you can spend the night with us and party all night. There's also food vendors inside. But then on Saturday, we've got live music by Mojo Stomp. We've got bike games by Smoking Harley Davidson with $500 in cash prizes. A burnout competition on the world famous Rebel Spirit Burnout Pit, sponsored by Blue Collar Cycle Company. And they've got brand new rear tires for the top 3 winners and cash prizes for the top 3 winners. So you can win cash and new tires. Come out there, bring that old tire out here and burn the hell out of it, and we'll give you a new one. The Miss Mayhem wet t-shirt contest has a $500 first place prize on it. We'll also have camping, vendors, food, all kinds of great stuff. This is a great party. Now, you can spend Saturday night as well. So you can get 2 nights of camping, a real old school motorcycle event, all for $10, man. All we got to do is pay for the damn shitters and some band and stuff like that. But come out and have a good time with us, and then get the hell off the property by noon on Saturday because I'm going to want to go home. But a lot of good times to be had there. We actually got the armbands in the other day. We got the T-shirts in the other day. So we're ready to rock. Something else now. We were talking about this event, and my buddy Carrie at Pandemonium Performance Custom Cycles was kind of... We talked about this event for a while before I pulled the trigger on it. So he always likes to sponsor something for me, but it was the Loud Pipes competition, right? Let me tell you, the Loud Pipe competition gets old quick. It gets old quick, guys. It's just there's no talent involved in this. You're just revving your engine. So I cut it out this year. I cut it out unsuccessfully 2 years ago, but kept coming back. So we're talking about Jello wrestling. What do you think? Is Jello wrestling viable for this event? We're going to have a swimming pool. We'll have the Jello there. There's not going to be an entry fee or anything like that. But do you think we can get 10 girls to Jello wrestle for a cash prize? Maybe even have $500 up for grabs for like first and second place, like 300, 200, or maybe 400, 100 for first and second place for Jello wrestling. I mean, tell me something. Steph, are you still on here? Tell me about Jello wrestling. We get to hose you off when you're done, like, so we can get like a Pandemonium tank top and so that you can Jello wrestle in, but we're trying to add something to it. It does say same shit different year, and that's kind of how we roll this thing. But this got thrown at me. Jello wrestling. Comment on this. Where are you at? Oh yeah, I know it, Jerry. It's all good. Just trying to promote. But guess what, Jerry? Promotion is my job. All right, my job. All right. I appreciate your help, though. Jerry's a hell of a guy. I'm just fucking with him. He's all right. Let's see. Yes. If there's a hose, yes, there's gonna be plenty of hose there. But there will also be a water hose, and we can maybe we'll put up a banner or something like that people can stand behind and hose themselves off. And do that. So can I count you in, Steph? Are you in on the Jello wrestling? So far you'd be the first person to get on there. What? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh no, we can make it happen. What do you mean? So you're saying like if there was $500 up for grabs, like you had to pin some chick for 3 seconds for $400, would you do it in the Jello and then you get hosed off? By the way, we do this right before the wet t-shirt contest for another like $500. And that way, perhaps you just get washed off in a more natural way, because that's natural. Yeah, there is a pond as well. It's true. I don't promote putting the Jello in the pond because there are live fish in there, you know. Hey, we're gonna bring the Jello. We're gonna bring the Jello. We're gonna bring the pool. Now, this is not set in stone. I'm just fishing here. I'm just fishing for some Jello wrestlers. See if this is doable. You know, that's right. That's right. Training begins today for the women's Jello wrestling. And by the way, this is women's Jello wrestling. No dudes need to be getting in on this. Now you can possibly help with the 3 count or something like that. Maybe you get to hose off a girl. I'm all right with that. But this is women's Jello wrestling. We don't want to see no dudes covered in Jello. That's just not the way there is. Yeah. Ain't no lie. So look at this then. Listen to this then. How about the Triple Crown? We'll have a Triple Crown prize. All right, ladies only. Again, you know, Triple Crown would be like you won the weenie bite, you won the Jello wrestling, and you won the wet t-shirt contest. Now, the wet t-shirt contest, you're already going to win at least $500 for winning the wet t-shirt contest. The Jello wrestling is undetermined, but $300 to $400 for winning that, and $100 for winning the weenie bite anyway, right? So we're already talking about you could have won already $1,000, but if we threw an extra $300 on top of that for the Triple Crown winner, you know, maybe that's something you guys would be interested in. Now, it'd be a special gal that could take home the Triple Crown. You know, out on that one. Hey, we'll make Pops go to the fire pit. You know, we'll make Pops go to the fire pit for that one. He's not allowed to attend, you know. But you know, look, you gotta give him. See, but look, Steph, you could be my spoiler, and you can save me $300. Maybe we'll split that later on. If you beat somebody in the Jello wrestling and then don't go into the wet t-shirt contest, then you know, then that breaks up the Triple Crown, and you know, I can save some money. Maybe you get a little bit of something on the side, and your dad keeps his mind intact. But yes, good stuff going. And that's Mayhem and Midway, September 27th, 28th. Like I said, it's a $10 weekend pass. We are going to have a ton of fun. Hard ass could be third. It could be third, but you know, a guy can win the hard ass. You know, there's a guy hard ass part of it too. So you know, we're trying to keep the guys from getting too jealous. You know, so but that's just, these are just ideas. Either way, we're gonna have a hell of a good time at Mayhem in Midway. And honestly, I would also be amiss if I did not bring up the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Custom Bike Show, which is coming up February 1st, 2025. That might see like a long ways out, guys, but I'm talking 6 months here. 6 months and some change now that we're into July. This is the biggest, the best wintertime bike show, and it's in your backyard in Greensboro, North Carolina, at the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. We're going to have Dave Perowitz and Jody Perowitz there doing a paint show inside the bike show. There's going to be over $12,000 in cash prizes for 20-plus bike show classes. Now, that includes 2 $1,000 best in show. One best in show for modern motorcycles, one best in show for antique motorcycles, which includes choppers, guys. So we're going to be giving away a ton of money. Registration for vendors and motorcycles will open August 1st, and we'll be off and running. But both years we put this on, it's been a barn burner, so you're not going to miss out on this. You're not doing anything in the middle of time of winter anyway, so get out here February 1st. Greensboro Coliseum Complex in Greensboro, North Carolina, for the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine custom bike show. Lots of stuff. Let's see what we got. Pops, slip and slide in the Jello. Yeah, see, you know, hey, see, Pops is down. Slip and slide regardless. So, are you bringing the slip and slide? You know, bring the slip and slide. We'll hook a hose to it. There's gonna be plenty of hose out there, like I said. You know, so. We'll have a good time. All right, either way. All right, so that's what we've got going on this weekend. Tonight, I'll be out in Lexington at the Uptown Lexington Bike Night, having a big time, spinning some tunes. watching some burnouts, eating some food, and maybe they got some yoo-hoos on hand for me, man. But other than that, that's what we've got going on this weekend. If you missed out on the events, there is a link to that in the comments, or they're on our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com. They're also in the magazine that we just put out. Let me bring this back up just for my sponsors' sakes. Look at that. At Indian Motorcycle Greensboro Triad, the only Indian motorcycle dealership in the Triad. So make sure you get out there and check them out. Pick up the magazine. Lots of good stuff going on there this weekend or this month. And good deal, good deal, good deal. All right. So that is 25 minutes of your life that you've completely wasted. You'll never get it back, but I do appreciate you spending it with me. Hopefully we'll see you out there tonight in Lexington. Otherwise, get out there and ride your motorcycle. That's an order. All right. I'll talk to you later.